Okay, for this song, we're going to be tuned in E flat. So in other words, we're in standard tuning and everything is dropped down 1/2 step in pitch. So instead of E, we'd have E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat again. Okay, so this song starts off with a riff in F sharp minor, and it's going to reoccur after the first chorus. So the riff starts off, we're going to be going real slow. We're at the 2nd fret, D and A string, up to 4, then back to our D string, 2 and 4, and then we're going to grab that low F sharp for 3 hits, and then to our dyad, at the 4th fret on the D and G strings. So far slowly we have. Then we're going to repeat that phrase. And then once we get to that point, we're going to roll our finger and walk it back. So it's going to sound like. Then to our dyad at the 2nd fret, D and G strings. So that whole phrase sounds like this. Then we come in with a harmonized run, and this is, in the beginning, this is where the second guitar makes its actual entrance. So we're going to start with the low harmony first, and it's going to sound like this. We're going to go 2nd fret, D string, then we're going to go 4, 5 on the A, back to that D string for 2 and 4, so it gives us. Then we're going to walk up starting at the 5th fret on the low E string, and we're going to go 5, 7, 9, 5, 7, 9 on the A string. Then we're going to start the next part of the harmony at the D string 6th fret. We're going to go 6, and then we're going to go to our A string and grab our 7 and 9. And then back to the D string for 6 and 7. And then we're going to walk it up. We're going to start on the A string, and we're going to go 5, 7, 9. And then on the D string, we're going to go 6, 7, 9. Then we're going to move up and grab the final chords here. So we're in that F sharp position. 2 of those, and then to our E sus, we're going to go. So all together, that's going to sound like. Okay, and the harmony of that is going to be starting at the 6th fret D string, and it's going to go 6th fret, and then we're going to go 7, 9 on the A, and then 6, 7 on the D. Then we're going to go up to our 9th fret on the low E, and we're going to go 9, 10, 12. And then on the A string, we're going to go 9, 11, 12. So. Then the second part of that phrase, we're going to start on the 9th fret D string. We're going to go 9, and then 11, 12 on A. And then back to our D string, 9, 11. And then we're going to walk up on the A string. We're going to go 9, 11, 12. And then on the D string, 9, 11, 12. And then into that chord punch. So that's going to sound like this. And then we're back into the riff. So then we're going to go through and we're going to do the exact same riff. We're going to end on just a big F sharp power chord up at the 9th fret. And that's going to lead us into our verse. Okay, so our verse starts with this really cool sort of suspended F sharp chord. And how we're going to make that is, I use my first finger on the 2nd fret D string, and I use my pinky on the B string 4th fret, and then the 2 high strings are going to ring open. So you just have a bunch of B and E's right there. E, B, B, E. Then I'm going to wrap my thumb over and grab that low F sharp, and it sort of mutes the A string. So it's going to give us this sound. So our verse starts with this chord, and it's going to go. So once again. What we're doing there is we're doing the big hit on the chord, and I'm hitting pretty much all the strings, then chugging, doing 4 chugs in between, and then the little walk up is going to go open A, then we're going to go 2 and 4, then 2 on the D string, then we're going to move that up to the 4th fret D string, and we're going to grab this little dyad, little power chord F sharp, which is 4th fret D and 6th fret G strings. So then we're going to move up to that E power chord at the 7th fret. We're going to hit it and then do our 4 chugs. So we got that twice. Then we're going to go into this figure where I'm going to bar the 9th fret on the D and G string with my first finger. And I'm going to take my ring finger at the 11th fret A string, and I'm going to go 11, 12. So I'm going to my pinky, and I'm hammering that on. And then I'm picking the 2 bar strings. Then I'm going to bring my middle finger over and grab this low D on the E string. So all together. So it's going to do that one time through, then we're going to start again. It's going to do a half of that phrase, and that's going to lead us into our pre-chorus. Okay, so our pre-chorus starts with a B minor 7 chord at the 7th fret. And how I'm going to voice this is I'm going to take my ring finger, I'm going to bar the D, G, and B strings. And I'm going to take my middle finger and I'm going to grab the low B, and it sort of mutes that A string. So this is a real common chord that we used in Racer X a lot. So we're going to hit that. We're going to pick those 3 barred strings, and we're just going to sort of cascade down with that. Then we're going to go to a D chord, and I'm going to make this D chord down here at the 2nd fret with I'm going to bar with my first finger. I'm going to grab the D note on the 3rd fret B string, and then I'm going to take my middle finger and grab this low G. And do that same sort of cascading down from the high string to the G string. So that's going to give us back to our B minor 7. Then we're going to go to E sus 4. And then back to that sort of like a G major 7 add 9. So far we have into our E sus 4, and then to our G major 7 add 9. And we're going to run a power chord up at the 9th fret. We're going to have this little figure where we're pivoting our ring finger pinky back and up and down, and then going to the dyad at the 9th fret. So we're basically going from 11 to 9. It's going to sound like this. And then one little run that's going to take us into the chorus. We're going to go 5 on the low E. So we're going to go 5, 7, 9. And then 7 on the A string and up into our chorus, which is going to be F sharp power chord. So all that's going to sound like this. And we're into our chorus. Okay, so we're coming out of our pre-chorus. We're going to be doing that walk up into the chorus. So we're doing that 5, 7, 9, and then 7, 9. And our chorus starts on this F sharp power chord. And we're going to be using the D and the G strings at the 11th fret and at the 9th fret to sort of pick between this root of F sharp. So it's going to sound like this. Into a big D chord at the 2nd fret. And then we're going to do these F sharp minor sort of dyads where we're going to go sort of based out of this F sharp minor chord. We're going to go 2nd fret on the D and G string, 2 hits. And then on the A and D string, we're going to go pivot between the 4th fret and the 2nd fret. So it's just, 2 notes per each chord. So that all together it's going to sound like this. And then we're into our opening riff again. Okay, coming out of our first chorus, we're back into our opening riff, and it's just going to go one time through it, so we're going to be doing the our big hit, and then back to that F sharp. And that's going to lead us into our second verse. Okay, so our second verse is going to play absolutely identical to the first verse. No different fills or anything. It's just going to be an exact replica of the first verse. So we've got our... That's going to take us into our pre-chorus. So we come back into our second pre-chorus, and it's just an exact copy of our first pre-chorus. And that's going to lead us into our second chorus. Okay, so our second chorus is going to play just like the first chorus, except at the very end, we're not going to return to our intro riff. We're going to now lead into our sort of like pre-solo break. And so we're in our second chorus. And right here where we would normally return to our intro riff, we're going to introduce this new riff, which is now going to be part of our pre-solo break. So the riff is going to go 5, 4, 2 on the A string, then 5 on the E string, back to 2 on the A, and 4 on the A, and then low open power E. So we're coming out of that. And this takes us into our pre-solo break. Okay, so our pre-solo break has a series of just like sort of like stabs on the F sharp. It's going to go. So we're basically just giving two big cuts on that F sharp, and then we're doing our same riff. 5, 4, 2, 5 on the E, and then 2, 4 on the A, and then to our E. So. Then on the last one, instead of doing the riff, we're going to do the series of chords. That's going to go D, A, D, E. So it's. And that's going to lead us into our solo section. Okay, so then our solo section is going to be really similar to our pre-solo section, but we're going to be doing a little bit more chugging now, and we're going to pivot between that F sharp note and the low E. So it's going to sound like this. And then our riff. And then big power chord. And it's just going to loop that, so it's going to sound like. Okay, and we have a series of those, and then we're going to end our solo with those same A, D to A to D to E hits. So we've got. And then a big hit on the high E, drum fill, and we're into our final chorus. Okay, so we're coming out of our solo section. We're going to do that hit on the high E chord, power chord, drum fill, and then we're going to do this really quick little riff. It's going to be on the D string. We're going to go 7, 6, 4. And then on the A string, we're going to go 7, 5, 4. And then we've got these chords. We've got B power chord, C sharp power chord, and then E power chord, and then we're into our chorus. So it's going to sound like this. So coming out of our solo section. And we're into our chorus. And our chorus is going to play just like all the other choruses, except we're doing a double. So we're going through that, and we're doing a whole 2 choruses this time at the end. And at the very end of it, we're just going to start repeating the little dyad phrase. Three of those, and then our run to a big power E, and then ending on F sharp. And that's it.